bliss and power every minute, every hour. Hope all was going well with you. Sending some love. I'm having my face is finally fucking clearing up. That's what I get for trying to use all them damn soaps. But anyway, just want to drop some love, show some love. Drop a video today. We'll get some eating a little bit. It's been a blessed day. My vibe is kind of wild. I feel a little bit off. But that's because of what I've been eating and what I haven't been eating more than anything. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Let's put this cream on my feet. I need this shit, boy. Yeah, my feet is healing now. They really healing. It's a blessing, man. It's been a long time coming. Just trying to find the right all natural substances, creams and shit to, neutralize this foreign enemy. And I think I finally found a combination of herbs and combination of creams to where now I just got to be consistent and I'll be able to get it together. But I wanted to talk about how sometimes, man, your vibes, these are really just talks that I wanted to just talk and get it out. But sometimes your vibe is controlled by the food. By your food. Your vibe is good vibes is synonymous with good food. And that's why people have such a great time. Put my little hat on. I need to get my hair done. I've been working a lot, but it's okay. I just kind of got settled in to wake up for real. Because I woke up a little too early. I had to go get my chain. So I got my new tincture Ankh. It's dope because I got a bunch of tincture stuff. I got some dope ass tincture rings. And really was blessed to come across that information. And it's pretty cool, the power of tincture rings, the inherent power in them, and how they really can what they stand for. They really bring a groundedness to numerology. They bring a groundedness to numerology. Oh, I didn't know I had some of these left. Pop some of these beans. It's echinacea complex. Pop some of them beans with some wild oregano. Get that on my stomach. Then I'll go up here and grab me some food at this restaurant, this Mexican restaurant across the way I went to the other week. I had a video in there. Yeah, I had a video in there. I want to go ahead and get them in my system now. Sometimes I take the herbs because it forces me to get something to eat. See, my issue is often that I'll work out consistently, but I won't eat enough to really get the gains that I desire. So I get some gains, I get stronger and I get power, I feel, but they're not the same as, like, I'm not actually gaining and really building my body outward as much as I'm just getting stronger, which is not even just getting, as much as I'm getting stronger on the inside and building my internal power, my internal fortitude from consistently working out. I'm gonna let my face break out so freaking bad from those soaps. Just trying to show love. Somebody gave me some soap, and I don't like to use soaps if I don't know what's in them. But family gave me the soap, so I was like, okay, well, fuck them, I'm gonna use them. Because family gave it to me, and it's just showing love to them in a different way. Even if they don't know it or can recognize it. Because you can, you can be real offensive when you're really being mindful of your body and stuff, being mindful of what you place in you. You can really actually be really offensive. That earth, it's a pretty cold ring. It's an 8th earth resonance. Janessa crystal, they call it. Janessa crystal is when you have 4 interlocking circles, and they conform into a sphere. I found, and that's a different level of. It's a different level of power, amplitude of power, and it creates a field. And that's pretty cool, because then once you create a field, you can influence a field, you can pour into a field, your field can influence your environment. And that's really what you want. You want your field to influence the environments in the best of ways. But unfortunately, more times than not, people are influenced by fields. They're not really big on influencing their fields or influencing the environment through fields. They're just influenced by fields. So, you take matters into your own hands by getting stuff like this. A little stand fell out. I like this case because it got a little stand on it, but that stand ain't ideal for it's not ideal for standing straight up. It's ideal for like laying and like watching. But anyway, the food is really what I was talking about. I had just came across these genetic crystals, tensor rings, and I was really happy about them, so I bought quite a few of those. This tensor ring is the Ankh tensor ring. It has two different tensor field generators embedded in the design of the Ankh. And one I think is the sacred cubit, and the other one is the empowerment cubit. And they're formed into the coils and the actual length of the Ankh itself. So I was happy about that. That's my first day with them. Been feeling good since I bought them. I actually have one more on the way. I got one in my pocket. It's a little too big to put anywhere as an eighth of a cubit. But the earth resonance one is small enough to where it can be like a pinky ring. So I like that a lot. It kind of could fall out probably, but I like that it can fit as a ring, earth resonance cubit. And it just helps, it helps amplify your meditations and amplify your intentions. So the tensor rings are really like a dope way to kind of ground numerology and ground sacred geometry through these field generators. So I was really happy about that. I got one more on the way. It might be a little big, but I got it to where it was a big enough size to wear as a ring too. You can wear them as anything. You don't even have to wear them. You could just have them around you. I'm gonna get bigger ones. I just wanted to get some small ones. I love to wear jewelry, and I like my metaphysical tools to be jewelry if I can. So, see, I got some. Can you see? I got some aquamarine earrings. I think earrings are a big way to utilize tools as well. I'm gonna switch up these earrings and probably get some alexandrite. I like alexandrite a lot, also known as mystic topaz. That's a really powerful, intuitively generating stone, generating luck and fortune. But I feel great with these aquamarines. These generate great luck and fortune too, and great communication. But good food equals good vibes oftentimes. That shit, every time. You can't even have good food and have bad vibes. It don't even go that way. Even if, let's say you're going out and you're going to get some service. Even that, if bad service can be made good service, the food is good enough. So it's important to be mindful of what you allow into your brain system. And your intestines is a brain system as well. It's funny because I look kind of chunky in the face, but it could be just because I was laid down. And I didn't even really get out. I don't think I got out enough sleep, truth be told. Because I'll be on that schedule. I'll be on that gauntlet schedule. My face looks so chunky though. That's kind of wild. I ain't been eating like that. But shit, maybe I have with this fucking peanut butter. Maybe I have. That's good. I like it. But what was I talking about? The food. Yeah, the food is a really critical key. And the food also is important to like it's important to be mindful about what you last ate, because you'll be in bad moods. You're like, but what did you just eat? Like, what was your last thing you ate? Because if the last thing you ate were Flaming Hot Cheetos, of course you're gonna have a damn, you know what I mean, a temperament of anger and agitation and emotional outbursts and shit. Because the last thing you ate was fucking like Flaming Hot Cheetos. This is orange lychee. I fucking around and came across. That was a blessing. I didn't even expect that. That was really dope. Like, always got to take accountability for your vibe, for your moods. It's a lot of things that affect your mood and affect your vibe, but always take accountability for it, and always find tools that can help your vibe and help your mood, so that you can always be mindful of your state. Like, because if you go to a psychiatrist, you know, they are prescribing you medicine, and this medicine is really food. So if you could become mindful of the things that you want to put in your body to make you feel better, to balance out your biochemistry, so that your emotional state and your mood state is more balanced, you know, you need to do that, and you need to have those things available. A big one for me is living greens, kale. I haven't had really quality living greens in the past couple of days, so I can feel it now. I can really feel it, and I don't like that feeling of like kind of being off kilter a little bit, because my insides aren't as they're not as lively and as vibrant as they need to be. But I've been eating apples and oranges and had some bananas as well. So those are good, but they're not greens. Those living greens is really like blood cleansers and blood purifiers. The greens are. So not having the greens and you just being surrounded by so much all the time, you know, it's it can affect your mood, especially if you're energy sensitive. And I think that I'm blessed to be that. So, you know, it's just something to be mindful of, you know, and not take for granted. And because people, you can go off the deep end by not being mindful of your food, you know, just by not being mindful of what you last ate, how it can affect you. I've seen people literally, their whole beingness change as they was eating in front of me. So I know I'm not making it up, and I'm very aware, you know, I'm very mindful and aware, especially when I'm dealing with people. I'm taking things into account and I'm listening, and I'm wanting to understand as best as I can. But yeah, I'm mindful of that. So I've seen people just adjust, and I've seen my own life adjust. I've seen my own inner being adjust. I can't wait till my forehead get back clear and shit. My whole skin been wild. It's wild. I let it. Well, really, I had to grind it out and get my tools up, to get my resources to start to do that work, start to cleanse it on out. But I'm about to get all these goodies that I need. And the main thing is I'm about to start. I'm happy I said that again. I got to make those calls tomorrow to get some stuff cleared up, so that when I make another move, there ain't nothing in the way. Yeah, but that's gonna be a big thing. There's no way. I'm pretty sure there's no way I can avoid doing that other thing. But that ain't even nothing, because that's well worth it. I'm going to get a house using my VA loan, but I still owe a little bit of change from the fucking GI Bill class, from the GI Bill when I was enrolled in school. And I did some semesters. I did a couple years in community college. I was blessed. I did really good. I had to get the maths were kind of tough for me, but I tested in good, and then I just got done with one. Shit, if I even did one, I think I did a different type of math. I don't even know if I did the regular math, just because it was too much time consumed into that stupid shit. I didn't want to be involved. But math is very important, and math is very much a tool to use that can increase your logic capacity. So I understand math and I like math. It's just the fact of doing all those different types of math problems is so time consuming. You gotta study for so long to get the formulas down. Sometimes you gotta memorize the formulas depending on what courses you're in. It's like, man, all that fucking too much. So I dropped the math. I did the courses, and then I ended up leaving college in my second year, and I went to go build with this young lady, and she wanted to do team tractor trailer truck driving, but it was kind of like a lot of women play this game where they saying they want a team build, but they they want to sometimes use leverage. It depends on the woman, but a lot of women in America, they be trying to get ahead of the game, and then you want to use the sweat of your brow to get up on the head of the game, which is fine if I allow it. It ain't fine if you think you're gonna be slick and run game on me. And oftentimes women do these things. They try to say that they love you and all this type of shit. Really, a lot of them in America, particular, but all throughout the world, I think a lot of them, they want a child, and that's something that's their biological clock. So that's their whole biochemistry is generating and supporting the creation of a child. So when they find a great man, then they certainly want to have this child, but that's because they want to be taken care of, which is great. But I also want to live and accomplish my dreams, and I won't let anything get in the way of those things. Everything's got to be working towards that. So I went out there to build with old girl, and she started acting wild. Started thinking I couldn't see her. I could just tell it was too. She was smooth, she was cool, but then it was kind of like, now you done fucked around, got laid off on your gig. You having problems. That's what it was. You was having all these problems at work and all this stress and this drama, and then you quit. Basically, you asked for my authorization to quit, which you should have. Because now I'm like, why would you even do that? You weren't about to quit before. She quit, cashed out her 401k, just kicked it at home while I was at work. Now I got 2 jobs. And it's kind of like, man, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, that can be good if I feel like I'm moving forward. But if I don't feel like it's progressive, and it's just like indefinitely going to be this, and it's gonna be more of this type of shit. It's gonna be more fucking chores, it's gonna be more fucking labor for your ass, and I can't even get the labor done to get the dreams accomplished that I want to accomplish. Nah, you're not about to play me like that. And a lot of men get pulled up in that vacuum because, we men, we don't want to be without our lady. We don't want to be without beautiful, gorgeous, feminine energy all around us. But in doing that and not being able to satisfy that emotional space from their own relationship with Mother Goddess, by not supplementing that, you try to find that in a woman, and then you'll find out oftentimes that there can be potential conditions on the care that they give, which is not the unconditional love that you desire from the Mother Goddess. And then you I have run into these walls where I'm not satisfied with the depth of peace that the environment is in. And I'm not the one typically disrupting the peace, so because of this, I get to a point where I'm like, I'm tired of this because it's not peaceful, and it should be. I have a lot of peace by myself, and I have a lot of peace with certain people. Those people usually have peace on the inside first. So me and old girl, we didn't work, but and I've had this situation happen with quite a few ladies, so it's kind of like just getting better and refinement. I kind of seen certain ththings, but I still try to give the benefit of the doubt, and I can't give that anymore. That's not really the way to go. You have to call things out as soon as you see them and hold them accountable for it immediately. Otherwise, they'll take it for granted that you don't see something that you do see, and they'll just continue doing whatever they want to do. They seem to often want to do whatever they can do, not what they should do. Sometimes, more times than not, it's mainly in relationship because it's like some type of game that's being played at ebb and flow. A daddy-daughter type of thing going on where they're kind of vicariously recreating their home environment through the relationship with you. So, and so much to people's surprise, a lot of women want to be dominated. So unfortunately, it's like they'll create these situations to where now you have to dominate them. Then they go through the emotional flux. But really, this is what they wanted the whole time. They want to be dominated. They want to be subdued. They want to be fucking bashed over the head and thrown over the shoulder type of thing, which is fine. But it's like sometimes you get lost in just doing that and having this game of doing that, and you're not even able to be productive because you're having so many conversations and issues that don't really amount to progression. They amount to stability, but the stability should be coming from within anyway. So running into those types of women, it just made me very leery. But so this is why I'm also mindful of a woman's diet, of people's diet for sure, but a woman's diet, and especially a woman that's with me, and they all end up having to adjust their diet. And I'm not telling them to this because this is what makes sense, but now it's at the point where I'm not even going to tell them to. It's like, you have to come in this way. or not, but that's how my flow is, until I can see better signs of maturity emotionally, and not just trying to leverage my care for you for fuel, emotional fuel, emotional, grounding. And now you have uh, um, orientation, because now you can focus on me and what I'm doing or what I'm not doing, and you trying to correct me and give me corrective actions and give me counsel. And no, you got to save that for the little people. Save that for clients and the little people. The babies. Don't try to come at a grown man with that type of information, and especially if I'm not paying you for it. Like, you can't do that, because now you're trying to jeopardize whatever it is that I have going on inside of me and my own inner dialogue with the Supreme Being within me. And that's not something that I recommend. Any woman try to put themselves in that space, especially a man who is telling you and has shown and it has been verified through other people and how they respond to me, that I'm dialed in and I'm aligned and I'm being fulfilled in every moment and every day, and I consistently strive in this way so that I'm consistently growing. Once you find that type of man, you leave that man be and you observe him and you learn what he's doing. So I've been feeling some wild the past few days, but that's because I haven't had any really like quality kale greens, like quality leafy greens. I consider the kale greens to be the best of that. Dark leafy greens are really like prime time food for not just the body but the soul and the spirit. Though they are the key, I feel. Leafy greens. Yeah, this earth one is powerful. I feel it in my crown chakra. I love it. I love it. It's a high vibration. It's a high vibration, and one I got coming soon is an even higher vibration, I think. So I really love this. But yeah, so it's really extraordinary to just be mindful and be controlling of your state and use the food to do it. Use the food to do it, and be mindful of that when you get into a mode. How did I get here? What is going on? Yeah, the moon's doing this thing. Yeah, the stars are doing their thing. But I'm still in control of the moment of now. Why does my body feel like this? Now, why do I feel like this? But why does my body feel like? Why is my body in this state? And because I'm about to shift it. But now first I want to recognize, how did it get to the state? What did I eat today? What did I last eat? What was the last thing I ate? Okay, let me eat something fresh. Be mindful of that, what it was, recall it, and then get you something fresh in you. And you'll find in a short matter of time, you'll find your state has changed. So I use that tool all the time. It's been a blessing in my life, and I wanted to make this video to just commemorate that understanding and commemorate that awareness. So I'm gonna go across the street here in a little bit and get me a nice leafy green fucking kale salad. Well, I'm hoping it's a kale salad. I don't know what type of greens they're gonna have in there yet, but whatever it is, I know it's gonna be good. I'm excited for it, and I'm gonna get some fresh lemons, like I did when I was there the other day. I'm gonna get me a pina colada, and I'm gonna just chill out and enjoy the day. Just be thankful for another great day. It's always a great day when we get the opportunity to talk to people, be appreciated, be of service, and do some of the things that you want to do. Be free, have freedom of body, freedom of mobility, freedom of thought. Be sound in your heart and your mind. Have aspirations and the energy and fuel and capacity to be able to go and accomplish those things. And whatever capacity you don't have, you will learn until you achieve that capacity. You will grow your currency until you achieve that capacity to live those dreams in fullness. And that's really what it's all about. I'm just studying a little bit later on, really get dialed in. I said I want to go to my other job, my old job tomorrow. I don't really want to, but I'm thankful that I can, and I'm gonna go ahead and go. Even no matter how tired I am, I'm gonna go ahead and go. It's tough because I'm doing this overnight shift. I'm probably gonna have to leave that first gig and wait for them to hire me as maintenance, and this is if I don't win a lottery by then, or is this if I don't do some other things by then, I'll still just go back to that. And, I'll just keep both of those gigs in place so I can keep my cash flow going high and start doing those other investments that I want to do as well. So a lot of great things are lining up. And that's because I keep reinforcing my state, recharging my state. Working out is big. Cold showers is big. Crystals are big. I can put one of my Larimar. Larimar is a powerful crystal. Larimar is a powerful stone. I was happy to discover this. I bought 2 of them when I first came across it, and then I gave one away to my jewelry maker at the time. And I found this to really be a powerful stone, really a stone that holds the ocean within it. It's called Larimar from the Dominican Republic. It's found by the Dominican Republic, they say. Larimar. Yeah, Larimar is a powerful stone of emotional stability and nurturing, really good like connection, communication. Some of the things that are really enhanced by Larimar's presence. Really emotional soundness is optimized. Really feeling home. I need to get another chain, another copper chain. I don't like that it's on this nylon grid, it looks like, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. Thankfully they sent something, because I wasn't sure if they was going to send something. I'll use this chain for right now. I got my Lakshmi medallion on it. But anyway, main thing I just wanted to talk about was just being mindful of those states. I'm always emphasize it because it's that important. It's that important to have mindfulness of your states, because that's really what's magnetizing and creating the world that you desire, or that you don't desire. But your state is what's doing it. You're in control of your states, and you're not allowing them to be controlled, but you being in control of them is a point, and it's mandatory. It's not optional at this point, it's mandatory. So that's how we're moving, and that's how we're grooving. And to not take advantage of that is it's you dropping the ball, and I don't want to drop the ball. I want to keep dribbling the ball. I want to keep growing, keep sharing the ball, so we keep winning games. And I'm at a point right now, I don't really want to talk to anybody, so that's why I'm doing more talk on YouTube. I don't know, if people call me, I'm not answering the phone, I'm not calling nobody back. I don't want to talk right now. I want to talk to myself right now, because I got to pour back into myself. I was just with a woman that I thought I was building with, and then when she found, when her insecurity started to pop out, she started trying to create insecurities within me, basically. And it's like, no, first of all, I'm not going to allow you to do that. You can't do that. And I'm about to shut all that shit down. And it was like, man, but I care for you. I showed a lot of love. And you just try to tear down everything that I did and said I didn't do enough. Well, if I didn't do enough, then shit, go find somebody that can do more. And I don't have a problem walking away, because I feel like I've done a lot. And there's more to. I have more to do. I mean, more great things. I love to give. I love to serve. I love to see smiles with my woman. But you're not gonna be some perpetual mood drainer, and then look at me like, why you not happy? Why you not celebrate my birthday and shit like that? Like, why we ain't go out to eat on Valentine's Day? Motherfucker, I'm tired. I'm emotionally drained by you. You have consistently drained my emotions. You have consistently found things that are not uplifting. I like to uplift myself. I like to be uplifted. I like to empower. I like to be empowered. I like to be inspired. I can create those things. I generate those things. I don't need somebody to give it to me. So when I'm around somebody who feels like they're just pulling from me, it's like, damn, you gotta chill out. Or you gotta relax. You gotta calm down. You gotta find gratitude and be grateful for all that is. And that's what I was doing with her. I was just like, well, you know what? Despite her being like this, I'm still pretty grateful to be chosen, as always. But at that point, at a certain point, you get used to being chosen. So that's a blessing, but it's not like that's something special. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's like I'm always be chosen because of who I am. So I'm not taking that for granted. It's like now I need the right woman to choose me and see me like I see and choose them. And until then, I'm gonna keep building. But I know the right one will, because I'm gonna put myself out there in the best ways too, so that way I am chosen by the right one who can really see me. Put myself out there clearly, communicate effectively, and what you see is what you get. So when you come into my space, it's very clear who you are, who I am, and likewise I'll be clear about who you are as well, because you was able to see me and support me in those things that I value, so I could see you, see that you see in me. If I'm telling you I have certain aspirations and certain dreams, I have certain things that I want to do, and I can't see that you're actively creating the things that are necessary for me to get to that level, then I can kind of tell that you're not really fucking with me like that. But you may be, but you may have things that you need to work on, and that's why I don't mind working on those things either. And that's what I was doing with her. But it got to a point I started to realize she doesn't really have any type of things that she wants to do. This is my last girl. She really didn't have too many things that she wanted to do. She had done this, done that, and she's kind of just like blah. They had jacked up things going on in her life. So it was kind of her whole emotions was drained. So that's why I tried to pour into her and didn't really demand too much from her. And I'm talking about it now because it was like really disappointing. And it's a certain season in the air. So this is a good way to release and just let it go. And I don't really share this, so it's more of like a video journal. Because I'm not trying to really be it's not about being a YouTube celebrity, it's about just like talking and releasing those things. But I don't really need a lot of people to see these videos. I just want to be able to talk. Because I don't really talk to people like that. I'm more of a counselor, and I kind of talk relative to what I think you're comfortable with more times than not, because I don't waste my breath and my time, my energy, and I'm not going to be trying to convince you of some shit that I already know either. So in that regard, and I'm typically going to go with the flow and go with what I feel is being shared by your field. Your magnetic field in particular. I can pick up on that and kind of flow with that and listen to your tones and watch your mannerisms and understand what your flow is and how what areas to delve into in conversation, what areas to just leave alone. Some areas you may need that you may not be comfortable with, and I'll share those in time. And that's just using proper discernment. Everybody's not prepared to hear and grow into everything just because you can. So you got to give grace for that. And it's no disrespect to anybody. It's actually unconditional love. Like, despite you, being whatever, I'm gonna love you anyway. Yeah, but the main part of this video, the main thing about this video was making sure that you understand that good food equals good vibes, and control your state through an optimal diet. I guarantee that depression, when I got into it with this chick years ago about that, this Canadian melanated chick, and she was mad at me, and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to her. I didn't know the situation in her world was like that. I had just said something on my own, and she tried to come on my page and snap. But it's like that don't dispute the facts just because you have gotten emotionally excited about what I said and felt offended, and then you wanted to come and defend your thought process. That don't make it right now. It's still the facts are the facts. Science is science. Things can be verified, proven, and when you can get that verification and prove it on a reasonable scale, you can start to say that it's generally a fact for most of the public, So it's not taken away from anybody else's truth. It's just about understanding, like, hey, we're trying to build on things here. So to get a good understanding is pivotal in that. So good food equals great vibes. Never forget it. Keep the green leafy vegetables in your diet, in your daily diet, and every meal. I feel you should have something living. Green leafy vegetables may not be fitting every meal. You can combine greens into every meal though. Like, even if it's not like kale, you could put like spirulina. You can put spirulina in like desserts and stuff. And that's a powerful green. Chlorella, another powerful green algae that's cleansing and purifying, detoxifying, and also it enlivens the body. But the living kale is the best. Celery is also another big one I started to incorporate it. Celery greens are really bitter, but I like the celery, all of the celery itself anyway. The celery juice is really dope. I just seen a video about combining it with another juice is really helpful. But I think in general, yeah, you're gonna win with the celery juice for sure. It just helps keeping the proper cell salts in your body as much as you can, and celery is one of those things that has the cell salts in it. I'll get you some Celtic salt. I got some over there I was about to grab, but there's a lot of different types. So I got French Celtic salt right here, and I need to order some more. I'll probably order it tonight, matter of fact. Salt is a really powerful thing. You want the best salt. You want the right salt. Salt is a really, it's what helps, I think, generate the electricity. It helps generate the voltage. The salt does. So you want to have the best salt so that you can have the best voltage amperes in your body through the minerals in the salts. And certain salts have ample minerals in them. So those are some of the ones, those are the best salts to get. Yeah, those are the best salts to get. The salts that got minerals in it. Like, what in the world? I wouldn't get no other type of salt. I'm not about to play. And I don't want to be, and it's like, I don't even deal with people who don't think like optimally and efficiently like that. I don't deal with them long term. I may chop it up with a bricks and bread, but then it won't be like a long term thing, because it's like certain things are not clicking with you. And that's why I say it's a lot of people that are woke, but everybody isn't aware. And you could be woke, but awareness and initiation is a depth of knowingness. It's a depth of knowingness. Initiation. Woke is you've been awakened, and now you start to see with different type of eyes and feel with different types of ears, and that's great. Now, after you woke, now you have to go through this process of being initiated into higher levels of awareness. This is how it goes. This is the structure. So woke is great. Woke is good. Awareness and initiation is great. And everything is all relative to the people. I can't tell somebody that they're not necessarily initiated, but I can actually, because there's certain things that you're going to become aware of, because now you're talking about like a system of understanding that has been grafted throughout the world in various cultures. So because of this, we can kind of see if a person is not able to think on this magnitude, or they're not mindful of these things, then they're probably not initiated, because the initiation process is going to take you through different forms of study that's going to really make you more aware. It's going to initiate you into different forms of study that's going to make you more aware, more mindful in the moment, because you have the awareness of being mindful. You're not just leaning on intuition, you're leaning on knowledge, because you have actually studied some things that are beyond necessarily your understanding initially, but eventually you grew to understand them. And they always, like a puzzle, work together with other forms of information and verify and solidify other truths that may be in different subject matters and different mediums of study, but those principles are still kind of correlating, so you can put them together and be like, oh, well, that kind of makes sense, because over here this thing goes like this, this thing goes like this, like computer science, for example, is a great tool to use in understanding the holographic universe that we're living in. So it seems like those things would be different, because we're talking about one is computer science, so that deals with computers, and the other one is reality, so to speak, and the creation of it. So they seem like those are two different things, but they're actually the same. In fact, you can look at so many different aspects of creations that man has done, and find gems of the grand creators, the grand architects, engineering involved in it, and that's just a powerful understanding to realize. So, and it just reminds you that you are a little God. You are not a child of God. You are a little God. So create your world and live it with unapologetically. And that's what I'm starting to step into is living unapologetically. I think I was living like that before, but I wasn't as vocal about it. I wasn't as clear about it to people. And now I'm much more like, Yeah, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about, and it's becoming more and more pronounced, and I can feel that energy, and it's kind of wild to feel. Like even that situation with my last girl, I got to a point where I was just like, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I don't give a fuck how much sense you think you're making. If you are making sense, great, I will listen to it, but not right now. Like, shut the fuck up right now. That's what I need you to do. Shut the fuck up right now to let me know that you like still like in the world of understanding what the fuck is going on here. Like, I'm a grown man and you are a woman and you're my woman. So the fact that you're trying to talk to me like you think I'm a client is like you're not getting the point. You're missing the point. You got to shut the fuck up. We are in a relationship. You're not at work. You're missing these pivotal keys that lets me know that you're actually understanding things and you're beyond your ego. Like not just living through your ego. Crucify that motherfucker when you bring it around here. I amp your ego up, and you know what I mean? Because if you dope, you dope. But at the same token, you're not gonna reign over me. You know, it can't work that way. I consistently had to try to, and that was part of her love language, which was unfortunate. And I'm explaining these things to her, and she's still not getting it. Listen, I know all about you. I know all about you. I understand you completely and fully. But I'm also telling you that you got to chill out and relax and shut your ass up right now, because I am tired and I am drained. We have had great times. We've also had, you don't know how much you poured into me because of what you were releasing. You were releasing, but it was going somewhere. This is how you were able to get recharged and regenerated, because you had something to release into and something was pouring back into you. Unfortunately for me, it was what was releasing wasn't really beneficial, because as I left it all, it's like these aren't my relationships. You talking to me about your relationships. That's your family. This is your people. I let you go. I let all that drama go that you're talking about, all that turmoil, all that battles, all those defenses that I got to put up, all that lack of appreciation, all that shit leaves with you. It leaves with you, because I don't have that stuff going on in my world. You're not getting that. You're not getting that. It's not the fact that you were not a great woman or not a good woman. It's the fact you didn't understand what you were pouring into me. And once I began to show signs of being affected by what you poured into me, now you got a problem with me feeling some type of way. It's like, but you can't. You didn't realize, you weren't thinking that when you was doing the shit that you was doing before. And I'm not going to tell you to not do that, because this is me being of service to you spiritually and soul wise. You know what I'm saying? So it's these dynamics that women don't take into account. They're not necessarily mindful. They're just doing things. And that's kind of how her world has been, you know what I mean? But then she wants to project all of that type of bullshit onto me. It's like, damn, once again, you missing the point. You forget who the fuck was who. When we came into this relationship, it was clear who I was. It was clear who you are. Don't try to take who I am from me because you think you done figured some shit out, because you ain't figured out nothing. If anything, you just been observing me in reference to reaction to you. Like, not me, individual, standalone son of the solar system. You're not observing that. You're seeing fractions of that, but you're seeing more than anything me in reference to my reactions to you. Like, that's what you're seeing, and you want to judge that and say, but it's because it's not the same with each type of woman. Each woman's gonna bring out something different to each man, and that's why I feel like a lot of men, unfortunately, they settle for one woman when they should have multiple. Really, like, you really got to date yourself at this point. And the right woman will find you. The right person will find you. But you got to date yourself. And as a man, it's a blessing to be in this position, because all we got to do is be ourselves, and the right woman appreciate us. The woman, she has to be chose, and then hope that she can hold on to what she has. Excuse me. This is why so many women choose to get pregnant, because they feel like now this gives them some sort of ownership. Subconsciously, they feel like this gives them ownership, not realizing like, no, that doesn't do it either. A man ain't gonna feel owned by you because he had a child with you. As you see, men will walk away from all of that. He will walk away from all of that, and that's not saying that he was right or wrong. I'm just saying this is what a man is. This is how a man is built. And so we're in a great space of leverage, because we get to choose. Not have to be chosen. So we get to create. So if men have run into bad relationships, we got to take into account how did we create those? And it was often in our lack of discerning properly when we chose. And that's why I wasn't even mad or nothing like that with dealing with this chick. I told her that I was watching her from the moment we started to make it official. I'm like, listen, I'm watching you because I done seen how you try to flip flop. You try to flip flop your decisions off of what we were talking about. Like, you'll flip flop decisions that should be made. Like, or you sound like you were making it. Okay, let's understand. I made a choice. I understand. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, cool. So now, based off of that choice and that understanding that you have showcased, we making decisions moving from that, and now you want to change that decision. Well, now you fucking up everything else that's being built on that because you done flip flop your fucking decisions because you got this Pisces moon in you. See, I'm aware I can break this shit down so heavy, but it's like if I'm not talking shit, if I'm not on the fucking ground, if I'm not on the big screen talking shit, then I don't got the knowledge. I'm not gonna tell you all the game while you in my presence. Cause I know that you got the habit of trying to use game against a nigga, and then try to use that game to try to reign over somebody. Like you didn't trump them, you didn't figure them out. See, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to everything that you tell me. I'm watching everything that you show me. I'm not using it against you. I'm taking it into account. I'm taking it into account. I can only take into account those things that you have shared with me. I'm not going to take into account something that I made up for you. Like that don't make sense because that ain't even true. But what you have done is true. That is true. It is facts, and I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm going to hold it in account for you. And that's the difference. That's the difference between really like loving unconditionally and loving with conditions. I love unconditionally, but I'm not going to be abused and used as a leverage point to make someone just feel better about themselves to the point of my not feeling good about myself because you feel good about yourself when you try to tear me down. Or feel like when somebody has to look up to you, now you feel good about yourself. You did this with other men. You told me that, and I told you that I knew that you was doing this. It's like so that part is so sad that you get to miss out on a great relationship with a man who really cares for you, that a man who would really build with you, because you feel like you want to have power. I'm mindful of women trying to have power over me, people trying to have power over me, and I don't allow it. It's all about being sovereign and being empowering. I don't need to take power from you. I empower myself, and I empower you too. And I get power from the supreme being, the grand architect, the mother goddess. This is how you generate, and that's why you don't need to siphon and get and be an energy vampire. You can appreciate and show love to everybody doing what they're doing, and not take nothing from yourself. If you know how to generate your own care, your own appreciation. And not at the demise or looking down on nobody else. It's like, man, I'm so by gratitude. Gratitude is how you generate the truest energy that you can use to empower somebody, and you don't need to be poured back into. It's the gratitude of life. It's the gratitude of moments, and gratitude of breakthroughs, and this just in the just so many things, so many people, like just the senses and optimal function of my body and family and associates and friends and new business partners and people just showing up in your world right on time, the perfect person with the perfect energy, with the perfect tools, with the perfect resources, with the perfect vision that you can build with, that you just give great gratitude for. And if it ain't happening in your life, man, it start happening in your life as soon as possible, because it's certainly happening in mine and many other people's as well. So I send you blessing, I send you power. This kind of turned into a longer video. Wasn't really planned, but I kind of talking. There's gonna be more longer videos coming because I'm just gonna start talking to myself, and just also using the talks to hold myself accountable and stay consistent in some of the vibes that I need and the things that I want to, the directions that I'm going. So as always, I wish fortune in your world. I declare fortune in your world. I declare favor in your world. I declare optimization of your mind, your heart, your body, the synchronization of your mind and your heart. May you be blessed, and every limb be blessed. May every follicle of hair, may every breath be blessed. May your family be blessed, associates. May every step that you take, I declare it to be blessed right now. Right now, every step that you take be blessed. Every direction you go into, may blessings be on that path. No matter which step you take, may you be blessed on that path. That's the type of declarations I want to have for you. And likewise, I'm thankful that you have those types of declarations for me. I love you. I appreciate you. It's AnkhBishop Gangus Quan on the scene. I want to show some love on this great Monday, this great moon day. Get into your astrology, see what's happening in the atmosphere. Don't be controlled by it. Understand it. Put those tools and resources in place to mitigate any adversity, any negative energies. Take your baths, take your your meditative baths, get your meditations in, turn your frequencies on, be mindful of the shows you watch, be mindful of the the drama that people bring into your world, the stories that people tell you. You can even give them some time. Sometimes it's okay, but always cleanse your palate, cleanse your spiritual palate, cleanse your soul. Get your ancestor money if you need to. Get it from galacticus.com. Don't be afraid to give offerings to nature, give offerings to animals. Saw a dope chameleon earlier. That was a blessing to be able to see. Came out there from under a car, kicked out there in the sun with me for a minute. Linked up with an OG. I didn't know, but he had been trying to holler at me, but I didn't want to talk to nobody. So he came and walked up to me and showed me a jar of some goodness. So that was a blessing. That blessed my heart. It was right on time because I was about to make a call, try to get some action. What I was hearing wasn't really good. I went outside, found some of the most extraordinary flavors in the city. Given to me by OG, not given to me, but exchange. So that was a blessing. And my tinsel rings came in today, so that was a blessing. My earrings came in the day before yesterday, aquamarine, so that's a blessing. Signed up for some OT today, so that's a blessing. So many blessings. So many blessings. So Father's Day was yesterday. I got a father and a dad. I gained game from them all. I forgot to message my brother Happy Father's Day. I'm gonna text him now. Matter of fact, when I get off this joint and let him know. Just showing something. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him on live on Instagram and see if he pick up. But as always, showing love, sending love, blessing power every hour. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep growing. I'll talk with you soon. Commit to the grit. Commit to your great.